Okay, so today we're shooting outside for certain reasons, and we're going to do another Panuntukan lesson for the HSF section, hybrid stand-up, although you'll be seeing the hammer fist in other parts of the curricula as well, in the different subjects. So what I want to start out with is the hammer fist done with the 3 gravity hits. And the gravity hits would be basically downward diagonal, and vertical. All right? So we're going to start with a little bit of that, and we're also going to break it up in regards to the 3 energies, which are to hit and retract, focused hit, and follow through. Okay? So what we'll do is, well, first of all, let me start with this reference. To throw a hammer fist to the same height of the target, let's say someone that's my height, and I want to strike to the head or the neck or the clavicle. If my hands are in this low position, all right, this more central position, that actually I cannot economically throw the hammer fist without some form of preparation of attack. So if my guard is like this, my preparation of attack may actually be a cover. Okay, so I may have defended and then hammered. Okay, I may have defended and then hammered, or simply out of a, let's say, a boxing combination. Okay, if I go straight, and then this one is guarding high here like this. It's pretty much set up to go in. All right, so keep that in mind. So it's kind of meant for a higher position, unless, of course, the strike is low. All right, because again, you have to understand that it functions in the 3 zones of high, middle, and low, depending on what your opponent is doing to you and what you're doing to him. So anyway, I'm going to work it from a little bit higher reference here. Okay, and I'm going to use the neutral or natural stance to perform it. And so what we're going to do each time is we're going to do hit and retract, focused hit, and follow through. Okay, let's try again. Hit and retract, focused hit, follow through. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, and 10. See what I was doing? This is what I'm having difficulty doing with the camera angle. I'm explaining to you that the monitor is lower than the camera is. It's an external camera, so it's not the one that is at the top of the screen, but it's a bit higher. So sometimes, like inside, I'll get distracted by when the angle is off or when the height is off. And it's a pain in the ass, so bear with me. Okay, we'll do a couple more. Let's try again. Bang, bang, and follow through. Now, when you follow through, the reality is that when you follow through, that it comes back up again. Okay? So let's do a few of those follow-throughs in isolation. Okay? Now, I'm not going to work my left side because I may do some of it on the double end bag, but my shoulder's still messed up. But you're going to want to work both sides. Okay? Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to work the backhand side now. Now, again, in regards to the backhand, for hit and retract, it's already pretty much set up. Okay? or hit and retract. Okay. On a follow through, you might want a little bit more space in regards to having done something else and then attacking with the follow through. All right. So keep these things in mind. Okay. Still working natural stance here. Okay. So we're going to go hit and retract, focused hit, follow through. Hit and retract, focus hit, follow through. Hit and retract, focus hit, follow through. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That time I was looping up. Well, I mean, a few of them I was looping up on. All right. So you do want that recovery in regards to the strike. Okay. And last one, hit and retract, focused hit, and follow through. Okay. All right. Okay. Then we're going to do the vertical. Okay. So in this natural stance, basically, I could work this from this position. I could hit and retract, focus hit, follow through. Okay? Or I could have been turned already to this angle and go hit and retract, focus hit, follow through. Okay? And it changes. So this is what we call redondo. On the forehand side, it comes back to the same side, and on the backhand side, it comes back to the same side. All right? Or it can come back to center on either side. All right? Okay. So anyway, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, 10. Okay, so I'm adding a little bit of optique in with the level change there as well. Can't see anything. Okay, we're still rocking. So, okay, the next thing we're going to work is the other thing that you want to understand is, just like we talked about in regard to the weaponry, that it can be major or minor target. Okay? So if I'm using the hammer fist to batter down punches and then hitting the head or the clavicle or the neck, that's an option too. Okay? Or I could have did an evasion, attack the head, and then the guy comes back at me with a punching combination, and I have to hammer down his blows as well before I go back in again. All right? So that's a part of what we do. You attack the major and minor when it becomes appropriate. And again, this is to be mixed in with all the boxing combinations on the asterisk. And so just like the boxing combinations on the asterisk, the 8 lines in front of you. So technically the hammer is done on all of them as well. Okay, it's just like stabbing with a knife in a reverse grip. All right, ice pick grip, so to speak. And but the primary ones are these three: 1, 2, and 3. So that's what we're going to work on next from the open stance. Okay, we're going to go forehand, backhand, and forehand, but we're doing 3 lines. Okay, we're doing diagonal, diagonal, and vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see how I went with tick on all 3 that time? Okay, that's just to mix things up for the body feel. All right, again, you can isolate hidden retract, hidden retract, hidden retract. You can isolate focused hit, focused hit, focused hit. You can go follow through, follow through, follow through, follow through. Okay, so a few more. Whoops, wrong. This time I went low. Okay, and did a partial step backwards. Okay, so the connotation there is that either I'm being attacked low, and I just hit the what's attacking me, or the guy tries to tackle me, I step back out of the way and hammer the back of his head or neck or his back. Okay, so again, multifaceted, multi-zoned, react appropriately during the situation and be adaptable. Okay, so we'll start from this facing and we'll go backhand, forehand, backhand, but it will still be diagonal, diagonal, and vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, all right. So we'll play around a little bit here now on the back. Same stuff. Watch how I begin to add footwork now. Zig, zag, zig. See, that was a focused hit. So you have hidden retract, focused hit, focused hit, follow through. Notice how I step back on this one and then forward on the next one. And then continued around in the semicircle of Tayana. Tayana Mohana. Okay, so then we'll work the next one. So I simulate crashing cover. 1, 2, and 3. Turn, turn, down. Shoulder roll. Backhand, forehand, forehand. Okay? backhand, forehand, backhand, but straight down. That backhand straight down is the number 7 line from the Villa Largusa Kali, where we did a little bit of the classical Kali. Okay, that is your number 7. Okay, cover 2, 1, and then forehand again. Okay, cover 2, 1, and 7 backhand. Roll, hit, hit, hit. Oh, smart ass. Hit, hit, hit. Ah, you bashed it. He's pissing me off, that ball. All right. Okay? All right. So, again, what you're looking at is turning and sinking of the base, stepping. We'll get into more of that later as it fits into the patterns of the other strikes. Okay? So, again, to reiterate, it's more easily done, the gravity hits are more easily done from a high guard posture, all right? Or an avoidance that actually loops it up. Okay? All right? So the next time we work the hammer fists, on part 2 of the hammer fists in Panuntukan, we'll work the other parts of the asterisk, which are the horizontal, the upward diagonal, okay, and then the vertical upward. Okay? Thank you, fellas. Have a great day. And toodaloo. Jesus, I lost the screw. How screwy.